My name is Crain, and I'm from Littleton, Colorado. My piece is called Circle of Friends. It's the young girl sitting in the circle reading a book. And what inspired me to do this art is my family. This is sort of a tribute, a celebration of the times we spent with our children reading books to them. They're all adults now, and I have 2 grandchildren. And the girl is really taken from my daughter, who is a very avid reader. I like this piece because, to me, it's very interesting. A lot of times you'll see library pieces with people just sitting on benches. To me, this has a lot more going for it. On the outside of the cylinder, you'll see titles of books. These are some of the books that we'd shared with our children as they were growing up. And I'm hoping by having those there, that other people will take the time and opportunity to go to the library or the bookstores and find those books and read them and enjoy them with their children. Also in the piece, the girl's reading a book. I chose not to put any pictures or words in the book because I wanted each person to be able to think, what book is that girl reading and where is she at in that book? And I always thought that would be a fun thing to do for a library to do, is to have an essay contest and maybe have middle-aged school children pick one of their favorite stories, and one page that they just remembered was the most fantastic part about that book, and have a competition there or share those essays with the public. That way it also will promote reading to a lot of different people, because the children will pick different books, more current books. Most of the books I have are classic books. On each end of the piece, there's a relief on each end of the piece. On one, of course, it's this secret garden gate. And on the other, I chose to represent Island of the Blue Dolphin, which is supposed to be a true story about a young girl who was left on an island and survived for 8 years by herself. And I chose that because I wanted our girls to have something more to emulate, that they can be self-reliant. Okay, I have a webpage. I go by K.E. Crain. So if you just type in K.E. Crain, C-R-A-I-N, it should come right up, or kecrain.com. Okay, I'm also thankful. This is my 2nd year in Mankato, and Mankato purchased my piece last year, Spirit of Energy, which is across the bridge in North Mankato. I guess North Mankato bought it. So, and that piece represents the 3 renewable energy resources. She holds the sun and the wind blows her hair and her garment. And she is plumbed to be a fountain, and water is supposed to pour out of her hand. And she stands on the earth to represent how we should cherish these natural resources that we have and use them to our benefit.